We always thought that the last ice age was 10,000 years ago. Despite global warming, there's one descending upon us right now. Inequality, both social and economic. Conflict based on identities and ecological brinkmanship are defining the coming of the next ice age. With one of the largest youth populations in the world, it's a no-brainer. Young people have to be involved in solving the challenging paradoxes that humankind faces today. Getting youth inspired to engage is not an easy task. I can tell you this because we have been working in the field of youth-centric development for 3 decades now. We are vartaLeap, a cross-sectoral coalition with more than 150 youth-engaging organizations. And we facilitate self-to-society journeys towards the vision, every youth a Jagrik, every space nurturing Jagriks. Today, we have become well-known faces of youth-centric development. But this journey hasn't been easy. We had to go through our share of pain. We made countless mistakes that we later learned from. In fact, not long ago, we came together to talk about these mistakes, and our learnings led us to draw out certain indispensable principles of youth-centric development. These principles took us decades to frame, but could perhaps help you avoid the same failures, help you learn from our pain and reach meaningful change faster than we could. To learn from mistakes, the first thing we have to admit is it's not working. I will stop talking now and introduce you to 7 of our friends, committed community leaders and dynamic youth workers. Each of their journeys is a testament to the diverse communities they work in and their own challenges in the ever-evolving youth workspace. Each journey unfolding mistakes and learning that led us to adopt a root principle of our work. Deep Jyoti Sonu Brahma has been working with adolescents, youth and teachers for over 18 years. The founder of Farm to Food Foundation in Assam, he is working towards repositioning agri-entrepreneurship as an aspirational career choice for young people.
Assam is a very, very fertile land. Agriculture resources बहुत है. But despite all this, we have become an import-oriented state. Farm to food हम लोगों ने establish किया ताकि हम लोगों को farm and food entrepreneurship की तरफ लेकर आए. स्कूल में गए, बच्चों के साथ मिलके हम लोगों ने स्कूल न्यूट्रिशन गार्डन प्रोग्राम चालू किया. बहुत बढ़िया सक्सेसफुल था. फिर सडनली एक स्कूल में पहुंचे. स्कूल वालों ने बोला कि ये प्रोग्राम ना हम अगले महीने से चला नहीं पाएंगे. हमने कहा कि क्यों, क्या हो गया, आप इतने सक्सेसफुल काम कर रहे हैं. उन्होंने कहा कि आइडियाज, ट्रेनिंग ये सब तो सही है, लेकिन सीड कहाँ से आएंगे. फेंसिंग करने के लिए पैसे भी तो चाहिए ना, वो कहाँ से आएंगे. लेबर के लिए पैसे चाहिए ना, वो कहाँ से आएंगे.
Sustainability is a very common problem faced by young social entrepreneurs. In fact, over 90% of social enterprises globally face barriers to accessing resources.
And then we realized कि यार, something is missing. This small but beautiful word called ownership. हम लोगों ने पेरेंट्स को बुलाया, टीचर्स, हमने स्टूडेंट्स को बुलाया, हम भी बैठे वहाँ पर और हमने चर्चा किया. What were the impacts it was creating among young people, among the community? And then one child stood up and said, "Sir, for the past 3 years, I've been having vegetables from this school nutrition garden. So this year, I will get the seeds." One of the parents stood up. He said, "This garden is ours, and therefore I will put resources from my end. I will give seeds, saplings. I will also give you fencing materials." And then the Beejdan Yatra happened, where children went around door to door collecting seeds and saplings.
Today, the Farmpreneur program has reached almost 5,000 schools, engaging over 12 lakh students to inspire their communities to collectively own the program. In 2020, the program was adopted by the Government of India and launched in 1.2 million schools across the country.
It was a lesson learned for us. And we ensured that कि ये जो lesson है ये हमारे DNA में ingrained हो जाए, हमारे design में ingrained हो जाए. Ownership helps you move from self to society. पहले जो garden farm to food का होया करता था वो उन बच्चों का हुआ, उन माता पिता का हुआ, उन अभिभावक का हुआ, उस स्कूल का हुआ, उस पूरे कम्युनिटी का हो गया.
This is the story of the flowing principles, 7 mistakes that took us somewhere. Ownership of self to society is our third insight. To know about our other mistakes, watch the other 6 films.